Kindly use your headphones for clearer audio. Subscribe to my channel.
Assalamualaikum every students. Today we will meet again on the topic of the system of the real number, reciprocal system of the real number, exponents and radicals. We have already in the previous program read the two laws, law of exponents, if base are same, powers are added, and number two, the exponent of a power. Now come to the question law number 3. The law number 3 is laws of the power of a power. Okay beta. Now laws of the power of a power means any numbers or a variable contain a power m raised to power n. That means a base contain the two powers means we multiply the power. As we look at the board, law number 3 is the law of the power of a power means a raised to power m raised to power n. That means if we expand this, a raised to power m multiplied by n. It is a very easy, but first we look at the question and identify the law, by which law it could be solved. The question number 1, 10 raised to power 3 raised to power 2. If we solve this question, that means 10 raised to power 3 multiplied by 2. The answer comes as 10 raised to power 6. That means there are 6 zeros with 1. This is the answer. If we want to expand the power, otherwise sometimes we have a very large power, we do not expand this. Now come to the question number 2. There are 3 power on the 3 raised to power 2 and then 2. That means first we expand 3 raised to power 2 multiply by 2 to the 4. And now this 4 multiplied by the another 2, the answer comes as 3 raised to power 8. Now question number 3, minus 2 raised to power 2. As we know that previously, if we have a negative term contain the power or exponent, even minus is eliminate, that come as 2 raised to power 2 and raised to power 2. And again we multiply these two numbers. The answer comes as 2 raised to power 2 to the 4. Either we want to expand 2 4 times or the same answer, both are correct. That means 2 raised to power 4, 2 to the 4, to the 8, to the 16. This is the answer. Now question number 4. It is so easy question. 2 raised to power 3 multiplied by 2. That means 2 raised to power 3 to the 6. Or it means 2 multiplied itself by 6 times. The answer comes as 64. If we want to expand this, 2 to the 4, to the 8, to the 16, to the 32, to the 64 is answer. I think all of you understand the laws of the power of a power. It is so easy. That means we multiply the power. Now the question, law number 4 means law of quotients of a power. Quotients means a number which contain or divide by another number or the same base. So this is the law of the quotient of the power having the same base. That means कि A is the base and in denominator A is also the base. We write the base a time and m raised to power minus n. This is the law of quotient of the powers. If the two quotients, if the quotient has the same base, we subtract the power of the quotient. For example, question number 1. Minus 4 is the base in the numerator and minus 4 is the base in the denominator. That means that we write minus 4 once time and the upper portion numerator contain the power 4. That means we write 4 first and then these two shift on the numerator, it comes as minus. So according to the law or according to the rule, it comes as minus 4 raised to power 4 minus 2, 2. As we know that if a negative term contains the even exponent, so minus 4 raised to power 2 means 4 raised to power 2. Either we want to expand this, 4 4s are 16 is the answer. Now come to the question number 2. In this quotient, in the numerator we have a value 8 and in the denominator we have a number 4. Both the numbers are multiple and come in the same table 4. Therefore 4 ones are 4 and 4 twos are 8. The first step, 2 come as we divide the 8 by 4. And the another part of the question, a raised to power 3 and in the denominator a raised to power 1. If a variable has no power, that means it contains the power 1. A raised to power 3 minus 1. Similarly, we shift towards the b and b raised to power in the denominator 5, but in the numerator is 1, 5 minus 1. Now the answer is 2, a raised to power 2, b raised to power 4. This is the simplification of the question. Now come to the question number 3. In question number 3, both the numerator and the denominator contain the negative sign. First we cancel this negative sign, minus and minus. Then we look at the question, 20 in the denominator and 4. Both are the multiple of 4. Therefore 4 ones are 4 and 4 fives are 20. The simplification, the simplified number is 5 come as. But on the other part of the question, when we move rightward, the base is 2p minus 3q. 2p minus 3q has the power 12 in the numerator and 2p minus 3q in the denominator 9. That means if we write as over here 5 2p minus 3q 12 minus 9. These two powers are, and the next term is 4 minus 3r. We write as 4 minus 3r as base and the power in the numerator 3 and in the denominator 1 minus 1. So the answer comes as 5 2p minus 3q raised to power 3 and 4 minus 3r raised to power 3 minus 1 2. This is the answer and the question is simplified. So these two laws, law of the power of a power and laws of the quotient of the power. But in this question or law number 4, quotient has the same base. If they have different bases, we do not subtract them. कि अगर इन दोनों के बेसिस अलग होंगे तो ये हमारे पास सेम माइनस नहीं कर सकते. इसमें हमें जो है वो चेक करना पड़ेगा कि बेसिस आर सेम है या नहीं है. तो इसके बाद लॉ नंबर 5 जो हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे ऑन द नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम नंबर 3 में. ठीक है स्टूडेंट, टुडे we have discussed about the law of the power of a power, a raised to power m raised to power n. In this situation we multiplied the power each other, and the 4 question examplically I solved on the board. The second one is law of the quotient of the power. The quotient has the same base. If the quotient has the same base, we subtract the power. As the law number 1, laws of the exponent, or in which we have discussed if bases are same, powers are added when we multiply or product of the two base number having the two same base but different power. But here the law of quotient, the having the same base but the different laws, in this situation we subtract the power and we write base one time. Here I solve the 4 questions which help you to understand these two laws. And exercise number 2.3 of your book, as according to the syllabus 2.3, whole of the exercise. Now you will try to complete yourself. I think these two laws are very easy and it make you the perfect in mathematics. If you want to perfect in mathematics, the laws of the fundamentals of the mathematics, if you have on your fingertips. Inshallah, next time, program number 3, we were discussing about the other laws and the radical sign and laws of radical.